Nicole really doing some great things there. But now we're focusing our attention to our furry four-legged friends. And yesterday we asked on our Facebook, if you have any questions regarding your pet, you must please pose them to us, because we invited Dr. Veterinarian Gabriele with us to just answer some of those questions this morning. And we really received some interesting questions. Dr. Gabriele, thank you so much for coming in. I know it's really early, but did you at least grab yourself a cup of coffee already?
I did, yes.
Great. Now, there's some tough questions. I hope we'll be able to handle it. The first question comes from Elizabeth Buerta Liversage, and she says, how can I minimize the hair fall on my Jack Russell? His hair is driving me crazy, and I think this is iconic when it comes to Jack Russells.
Yeah, lots of owners having this problem. I think what really helps is regular combing and brushing. There's a really good new brush on the market which gets rid of the undercoat. Okay. It's a bit pricey, but some clients said it really changed their life, so it's worth investing in that good brush. Okay. And also I would make sure the dog eats a well-balanced diet. And also maybe it's worth investing in some food supplements, like your omega-3 and 6 fatty acid. That also maintains a healthy coat for the animal.
Right, so a good brush and a good food. How often should one brush, let's say, take the Jack Russell?
You can brush him every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
So it's really up to you, just be diligent,
yeah.
brush it. Okay, cool. And then we had another very interesting one. Natalie Fairbank says, my boxer keeps licking his paws and also loves licking our hands and feet. It drives us nuts. How can we stop it?
That's also a very common problem, a very good question. It's called acral lick dermatitis, so it can have a variety of reasons. It can be that the dog has an underlying skin problem, like hair mites or food allergies or general allergies, so it keeps licking the paws. Also, especially in male dogs, it can be caused by boredom, so it becomes a behavioral problem. It can have an underlying joint problem, so if a dog is older and has arthritis, the joint is sore, so they keep licking it. And also in some cases, you do get foreign bodies between the toes. For example, your grass seed, and that can cause pain and irritation. So it would be worth taking your boxer to the vet. Okay,
so definitely just keep an eye on that. And then Athena Kiss says, my Rottie scratches and bites herself open continuously. Is it a condition or an allergy? Her living quarters is cleaned regularly, have tried various remedies. Yeah. Please help.
It's also a very common problem, especially in like some dogs, they tend to get skin problems, like your Rottweiler, your Boxers, your Labrador, German Shepherds.
Yes.
And it can be an underlying food allergy. It can be something called atopic dermatitis. It means the dog gets allergic to something that he inhales or comes in contact with, like your dust mites, your pollen, some grass or whatever. It can be flea bite allergy. So even if she cleans regular the bedding, the dog still has fleas. So you must regularly use flea control.
Yes.
And it can be also underlying skin parasites, like your hair mites, like your Demodex or Sarcoptes mange. So it also, I think the dog needs a visit to the vet, have a skin scraping done, a regular checkup. And also maybe it needs food for sensitive skin, and also some food supplements and regular flea control.
So it seems like there's quite a number of causes, which is beneficial for the owner to take the pet to the vet.
You can talk for hours about skin problems.
Oh man, like, it is quite a broad field. Last question here, and this is quite an interesting one. Gail Small, she says, my 10-week-old Pekingese keeps eating his poop. Is it harmful, and what can we do about it?
It's not really harmful. It's called coprophagia, and it's actually, it can be a behavioral problem. It's very common in puppies, and most puppies can grow it out by, let's say, 6 months of age. Yeah. But what I would do in her case, I would regularly clean up the feces, so the dog is not tempted to do it. It doesn't become a habit. Also, she should deworm the dog. Make sure it's a very balanced and also easily digestible diet.
Yes.
And in some cases, it can be an underlying problem, like your exocrine pancreas insufficiency. Or malabsorption syndrome or malnutrition syndrome. So I think if it doesn't stop by 6 months, I would have it checked out.
Okay, so give it up to 6 months. If it still doesn't stop, get to the vet urgently, because then there's something wrong. Dr. Gabriele, thank you so much for coming through this morning and answering all those questions. I know some of them were quite difficult, but we hope that you got all the advice that you wanted. Thank you so much for sending through those questions. We'll spend some more time with Gabriele later on, maybe next week, and just take some more questions. Right now, we're going to take a very quick ad break. Feel good vibes on their way after these.
Katlejo's got nothing on Bob. Bobtail, SA's most loved dog food for strong South African dogs.